Alright, here it is, July 7, 2022. We're into the 37th week of major construction. And down here in the Old Town Tavern Loft, shooting down into the West Paseo, they're starting to pour the concrete for this pathway that's on this right side of the Paseo area. So they've already got some concrete poured. They're just sort of beginning there. Let me pan around here. Cement truck is back over here. They're using one of the little cement ferries to transport concrete down to the pour site. So time now is 5:01 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Let me pan back around here. Filling up one of the little ferries right now. Should be bringing it back to the pour site here in just a matter of seconds, I think. Looks like they got two, I don't know if they have two of the ferries out here, maybe two ferries are out here ready to haul concrete. One's pulling away now, and head back down to the pour site here down at the end of the Paseo. This one tree in the way here, so can't see clearly, but let me take a minute to switch over to my telephoto lens. Right, here I am on my telephoto lens. The one ferry just dumped its load there, starting to spread it out. The second ferry is coming up. So I'll get a little bit of close-up action of what's going on down here. We got it blocked off in a couple of sections here. This, the one they're pouring in now, and there's one behind them. And there's one farther up here close to me, so there may be multiple sites they can pour here in this area this morning. I think I may take a moment to pause this and try shooting some time lapse of this, since it's sort of an ongoing process. Might be better covered with a time lapse. All right, let me pause this and I'll switch over to some time lapse here. Here I am shooting back at 30 frames per second now after shooting some time lapse there. As we can see across the way on the other side, they had already poured the concrete for that little sidewalk area before I got here. So they got that poured and they're just doing a little bit of work on that. I think they've completed their concrete pouring down here for the day, it would appear. So this is what we got going here. Got that sidewalk poured on the other side they're working on. We just finished up the sidewalk here on this side, which I'll tilt down to. So things starting to move along here in the West Paseo, getting these sidewalks fixed up and poured. Tilt up here, all the way down to the banyan tree right there. The whole center part, I believe, is going to be some form of interlocking pavers, some kind of stone pavers, I believe, that'll be permeable to allow for water to go down into the ground and help water the trees and whatnot. A few things back over here. Back over here in this little building area, you can see they poured a little bit of concrete between the pillars there. I think that's going to be for when they start to form that up and that floor area in front of the buildings is rebuilt. So they got that fixed up. And then back over here in front of the museum, you can see right there, they have pulled the forms off of the steps they poured back on Tuesday. The other forms are still in place, so that leads me to believe that that has not been poured yet for whatever reason. So they're getting stuff done down here, and I think that's a big deal when they get that whole front of the museum area there fixed up. That's sort of a big step in forming up what the area will look like in the future. So this is what we got going on here. I think I'm going to finish this up in the loft area, and then I'm going to move on around to the West Paseo down in front of the museum down there, and kind of see what's going on down there. Alrighty. Right, here I am coming up on the West Paseo in the center area here by the Aline building. You can see across the way there, the steps have been fixed up in front of the building. Remove the forms from the side onto the right there. So I guess they still got to pour the other part. Starting to fix up the forms down here to get ready to pour the steps that'll be right here. So they're fixing up to get those steps ready to pour in the future. Right down the Paseo, you can see the concrete poured down there on the end. You see the progress that's been made. Let me pan on around. Climb up here a little bit higher. Looking out into the West Bowl. Still continuing to work out here on something. Back over there I can see some kind of, not even sure what it is from this distance. I'm going to walk around there and check that in a second here. But let me just pan around the West Paseo here. what we got going on in the West Paseo today. So I'm going to cut this short here and then move on around to the West Bowl area, I think is my goal here. All right. Right, here I am down at Brown in Maine. We're starting to do a little bit of work here on getting some forms fixed up that will be extending the sidewalk area down to the plates they have down here along the front of this area. So looks like they'll be pouring concrete here in the not too distant future, I believe, getting this fixed up. So this is getting taken care of out here. Got another cement truck entering the area over here. I don't know if this cement truck is involved with the West Paseo construction or if it's involved with what's going on down at First Avenue and Brown there. But this is what we can see here. So I'm going to finish this up and then move on around to the West Bowl area. All right. All right, here I am moving out of the parking structure towards the West Bowl by AZ88, heading for the patio over here. See what we can see from that perspective. See if they're doing anything out here. Sun is up pretty high now, above the horizon. There are some people down here working. So we've done some stuff back over here where these two guys are back over here, but I'm not really sure what it is, if it's just concrete forms laying there or what. I don't really see anything going on of much importance. There is some kind of something back over there. Can't really make out what it is. Maybe it's just the fence. It looks like they're digging. They got a digging machine down here, so maybe they're going to got a screw digger attached to the backhoe combo tractor there. So they are going to do some stuff down here. But it's always difficult in the West Bowl to really get a perspective on anything down here. Maybe they're planting more trees. They got quite a few trees stockpiled back over there. So could be they're going to plant more trees or something down here. I think I'll cut this short here. And I've already shot quite a bit in the West Paseo this morning, I think. So maybe I'll move on down to the east end of the project now and then call it a day. It's a little bit of a hike to get around to the stair perch back over there now that they got this construction cutting things off. So since there's not much to see, I think I'm not going to walk all the way around to there. I'm going to finish this up here and then go around to the east end of the project and see what's happening down there today. Alrighty. Right, here I am down in front of City Hall at the Civic Lawn area. Looking down into the lagoon here, I can see they did patch their trenches over the last couple of days since I was down here. And they're kind of working on getting that fixed up today. Back over across the way over there, I don't see much activity going on down here right now. So there may not be much to shoot down here really. But let me pan back around here. They have been doing some digging back down over here, maybe related to irrigation or something like that. They have a little backhoe back there, so they have been doing some digging down here. Looks like they may be continuing with that today. I see some white irrigation pipe over there, so it's probably related to irrigation, I'm thinking. I can also see back out in the middle over there, more little trees are stockpiled out there in the sunlight right there. So they are continuing to plant trees and do some stuff down in this area. So let me pan around here. I'm going to pause this and then move on around just a little bit and see if I can see anything else on this end down here. Alrighty. Right here I am on a little bit farther on around so I can see the south end of the lagoon. You can see they're doing some work down in there. Something they have the little form there yet for the base for the Don Quixote art piece that will be coming back here later in this year. I pan on around down here. Again, I can't really see much activity. They are bringing a combo tractor in. And it looks like the combo tractor is carrying some rebar for some kind of circular hole or base or something that they're going to be setting up. Might be several of them in there, I can't really tell, but there's some rebar in there that they'll be using out here to fix stuff up. So let me cut this short here and I'm going to move around to the east bowl and see what's happening over there. Alrighty. Right, here I am down at the East Bowl, and I don't really see much going on down here. Not anybody down here really. So this is what we got going on down here, which is very little at the moment. It does look like they finished trimming up their palm trees over here on Tuesday. I see that they're back down here, so they've probably got more down on this end to trim up possibly. Right ahead of me there I can see those circular rebar forms. Looks like this guy's going to pick up some more rebar forms, haul them down. So they got some posts or something circular, cylindrical, that will be concrete will be poured for that in the future. So as I pan on around here, you can see this is pretty much the same as it has been when I've been coming down here. So not a whole lot of difference here. Gentleman's just loading up his rebar forms, hauling them back over into the Civic Lawn area there, I do believe. So I think I'll finish this up here, call it a day. Gotten quite a bit of stuff today, I think. So a lot of activity in the West Paseo, but not so much down on the east end of the project currently. Alrighty, let's call this a day.